after that thrilling win in Nashville that really was a nail-biter. The Bobcats took an early lead in that game, up 14-7 at one point, and then it was a tough battle all the way to the end of regulation, goes to overtime, and then they win it by 1 point to secure that FCS national championship and bring it back to Bozeman. And you can see people deplaning there. Some of these people are just catching a flight to Bozeman. Don't know what all the cheering's about coming off, but they're cheering for these Bobcats, the FCS national champion, returning home there with the trophy. And then you can see some of the players there and family members and staff coming down. But Alex, it's a great moment, 41 years in the making.
Really a fantastic moment. Are also deplaning. The team may be traveling with them. It's a little bit.
All right, well, obviously having a little trouble with the signal there, but you could see some people coming down those stairs. Huge cheers erupting in the Bozeman airport. We'll still give you a live picture there. As you can see, other staff are deplaning there, the coaching staff coming back home. Home where they started early this season. Obviously remembering strongly what happened last year, losing in a shootout. They harbored that, they dug down deep, they worked at it from the initial practices to the early season games, and then what a season it has been as they have been playing for history, 41 years running since the last time they took home the championship hardware. But all that hard work paying off last night in Nashville. The team celebrating. We've been showing you some video of that celebration on the field, and it has been a spectacular run for the Montana State Bobcats. And it's not just all of you watching in Montana. There are Bobcat fans all over the U.S. Here it is, that moment. What a magical moment for this Bobcats team. So much hard work, adversity, emotion, highs, lows, losses, wins. And then they come in and you can see just exhilaration on the field in Nashville. 1 point making all the difference, and that tilted on the favor of the Montana State Bobcats. Montana State, your national champions in the FCS. Alex McCullum has been reporting there from the airport, and just a fantastic ride. A lot of you said it was a nail-biter, posted on our social media pages that it's hard to watch sometimes, watching through your hand there as it got real tight at the end, but ultimately victorious for the Bobcats. And let's take you back to a full picture here in Bozeman. As you can see, this crowd is fired up. Alex, maybe you can grab a couple of these people, ask a couple of questions, their reactions to the game.
Yep, absolutely. I'm going to try to find somebody real quick so we can get a live interview. Do you want to come and do an interview real quick?
Nancy Hines.
All right. How long have you been a
Bobcat? For about my entire life, 60 years.
60 years. Now, you were the color guard, it sounds like, for 84.
White girl.
Tell me what that experience was like.
We just kept winning and winning and winning. It was absolutely fantastic. It was the flag team was part of the Spirit of the West, and it was absolutely fantastic. But those football players were tough, and we were so excited that year, and this just brings all that back.
What was it like to watch that final field goal scored last night?
I was in disbelief. I absolutely couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I burst into tears.
Absolutely. I know it was definitely a nail biter in that last half. What was I was at the Rock and R Bar, and you in the game. What was sort of that second half like for you?
Yeah, it took a few years off my life, but you got to have faith and just stay the course, and that's what they did.
Absolutely, that's absolutely what they did. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Yeah, they definitely have been able to stay the course this season. Here. And we're being told to start cheering a little bit more. It sounds like the team might be making their way down at this point. I'm not quite sure. It's still really difficult to see. But this crowd, the energy up. Here we go down the stairs. I'm going to step out of the way so you guys can take a look.
Well, there you see it. That is the national championship trophy, and it has touched down in Bozeman, Montana. What a stretch. I love the interview, and she's like, yeah, that was something when they pulled out the victory. It took a few years off my life, but I will take it. And there you see officially the team, your national champion Montana State Bobcats. They're back in Bozeman to a celebratory crowd with that championship trophy that came down the escalator there in Bozeman. And Alex, what a fun time there for people that have waited so long for that championship to return to Bozeman, Montana, and it is officially back there on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been just a fantastic, the last 24 hours, seeing the energy last night, seeing it continuing today. Absolutely insane. You can see everybody has their phones out. Everybody's taking pictures of this championship team. This is a major moment in history for Bobcat football. It's just a non-stop, electric feeling. Fans are getting mobbed. Some of these Bobcats are just trying to get their way the fans back. Obviously, we want to make sure that this team can get through here without being bombarded too hard, but these fans are just so enthusiastic. It's fantastic just seeing this energy and seeing what these fans bring to support this team. You know, I was talking with Mayor Cunningham last week, and he was saying what is good for the university is good for Bozeman, and what's good for Bozeman is good for the university. And I really think that we can see that relationship when we have this many people showing up. And it's a work day right now for love and support all of these players. It's really fantastic to see.
Yeah, so well said there, Alex. As we stay with this picture, we do want to say we're having a little bit of a problem with the video, as you can see, cutting in and out, but you get the overall feel, and the emotions are high. And as we've seen with other teams that have captured a national championship, whatever sport, basketball, football, as you heard the mayor say, this elevates that entire part of the country. It elevates Bozeman. It elevates their ability to recruit the next players down the line in the upcoming seasons. And it also raises the visibility of the entire university there, and bringing people in, letting them know it's a window to Bozeman, Montana. And they are celebrating. They're chanting for their national champion Bobcats there. Just a fantastic scene. Let's go back to Bozeman and just listen in. All right, well, that was the scene there, Bozeman Airport. You see the Montana State Bobcats, the champions, back down. You saw the trophy, the team coming down the escalator, to huge reaction from Bobcat fans. And fans, young and old there, celebrating a one-point victory last night in Nashville. So sweet to come out victorious by one single point. This was an update from the Pulse studio, and congratulations to all you Bobcat fans, and of course the Montana State Bobcats, your FCS national champion.
Thank you for watching this special live coverage. For Bobcat coverage anytime, download the app or go to swxlocalsports.com.